This footage originates from the Japanese Channel 4th wall. In the clip, a security surveillance officer enters a dwelling situated on the town's edges near a mountain base somewhere in Japan. The dwelling has allegedly been deserted for half a century, with the previous occupants being a household of 5, a father in his 70s and 4 sons in their 40s. The dwelling sits on a land currently owned by a woman named Ray. Because of the remote location, details about the property are scarce, but nearby residents mention that all 5 members of this specific household were all declared deceased simultaneously. The cameraman chooses to venture inside by himself and capture some footage. What he records is undeniably disturbing. One of the partition doors can be spotted shaking and shifting on its own, but when he approaches it to investigate, he discovers nothing is present. At this stage, the cameraman is quite unsettled and wants to exit, but he chooses to continue through the dwelling and complete his recording, and that's when he witnesses something eerie. A shadowy shape can be spotted moving behind the glass panel, and then a door glides to a close entirely by itself, and when he spins back around, the shape has vanished completely. Now, roughly 3 months afterward, in mid-September of 2023, a different cameraman arrives to examine the property, and he also encounters an unnerving experience. He too captures a dark shadowy shape lurking behind one of the entryways, but when he goes to pull it open and search the space, he discovers nothing is there. The sighting resembles what the other cameraman recorded behind the glass panel. He then chooses to position some infrared cameras throughout the dwelling while he stays overnight, and after some time, one of them records something disturbing. An eerie shape can be spotted, gradually moving past the window panels in one of the spaces, and then, moments later, an entryway opens by itself. The paranormal activity appears to increase when somebody is near the dwelling. And supposedly, nobody ever witnessed the father's 4 sons ever exiting the dwelling, which is odd for 4 men in their 40s to never venture outside, causing the cameraman to suspect these spirits are anticipating visitors. But who can say? Now we want to take a look at the latest update from It's Simon Official, who's working in a supposedly haunted office building as a night guard. We have taken a look at his case in the past. He states that he had to lay low for a bit, since his employer didn't appreciate him sharing all the videos on his profile. When he was on one of his nightly walks, however, he captured something pretty creepy in the staircase.
I was recording for 30 minutes. Nothing happened. Until...
Hello? Oh my god, what the? Bro.
Did something come after him here? A viewer of his profile noticed something else though. Is a shadow person peeking through the door glass here. Proof that this building is haunted indeed. Let me know what you guys think. In this video, Caitlin Brooke finds herself alone at home when something she never expected echoed through the house. The incident occurred around 2 in the morning, and Caitlin's reaction was nothing short of courageous.
Oh my god.
The footage begins with Caitlin being abruptly awakened by loud banging noises emanating from her kitchen downstairs. Despite the fear that any normal person would feel, she boldly decided to investigate, initially believing the noises were caused by a burglar. Her plan was to scare off the intruder, but when she heard a door opening and closing, she quickly realized that the situation was far more serious, prompting her to flee, convinced that whatever was downstairs was now coming after her. However, her actions did little to deter the presence that seemed to be pursuing her. the second part of the video, as Caitlin sat on her bed, her camera captured what appeared to be orbs floating across the room, an indicator that a spirit might be present. Unaware of this possibility, Caitlin continued to believe she was dealing with a human intruder. It wasn't until the doors in her room eerily opened at the exact same time, an act impossible for any person to perform, that she began to entertain the idea of a paranormal presence. This simultaneous door movement all but confirmed the existence of something otherworldly, though Caitlin remained skeptical. One of the doors suddenly slammed shut on its own, providing irrefutable evidence that she was, in fact, dealing with a haunting. Yet, what happened next was unexpected. After Caitlin openly acknowledged her belief that the disturbances were paranormal, the activity abruptly ceased. Events that unfolded in Caitlin's home that night remain an enigma. What could have caused such intense paranormal activity, only to have it vanish as quickly as it began? It's certainly a strange and puzzling case. The following happened in a workshop in Mexico. A man was walking when suddenly his dogs began to get nervous. There seems to be a person in the background, which is walking on all four. And now their limbs are double the length. That's terrifying. The family apparently knew that something was wrong, and the person was never to be seen again. Some people speculate that this could have been some form of mythical creature, not an ordinary human. Is this possible? It certainly looks pretty creepy. What do you think happened here? Was this something mythical? Something paranormal perhaps? Or was this just a really weird prank? The family apparently knew that something was wrong, and the person was never to be seen again. Some people speculate that this could have been some form of mythical creature, not an ordinary human. Is this possible? It certainly looks pretty creepy. What do you think happened here? Was this something mythical? Something paranormal perhaps? Or was this just a really weird prank? Now we are taking a look at the video that was initially captured by a man on a bicycle. and he was on his way to buy some groceries. It was early evening, and he was riding along a busy city road. After a short while, it becomes apparent that an accident must have taken place. Naturally, the man was curious and looking around a bit when passing by the scene. As it turned out later, a fatal collision had taken place. And as sad as this is, it is believed that the spirit might have still been at the scene after the incident. Let's take a look. The man recording checked the footage at home and had to realize that an eerie-looking pale figure in a white dress can be seen, standing in the middle of the road. And what's even more, they seem to be missing their head. For the man, there was no doubt that this scary-looking thing was a headless ghost, but he is uncertain if it was indeed the spirit that could have been related to the crash. Whatever the answer, it's pretty creepy though, isn't it? This video has been uploaded by Quemahoning Paranormal Group. They believe that the uploader might have come face to face with the Lantern Man that night. The Lantern Man of the Quemahoning Dam is an entity that is said to lurk in and around the reservoir. He is most often encountered as a distant, out-of-place red light, where there should be no logical reason to be one. The man who filmed this clip claims to have been driving home from a fishing trip on a remote stretch of road that runs through the thick forest surrounding the Quemahoning Reservoir. We certainly can see an eerie-looking figure in some form of black clothing. Some say he almost looks skeletal, and that it might be the spirit of someone who drowned within the dam a long time ago. Could this really be his spirit? What a terrifying thought, coming across a sinister-looking apparition like this in the middle of nowhere. All on your own. How nightmarish. While these girls were fooling around with their camcorder, they caught something pretty creepy, to say the least. They appear to sing a song, and when they turn the camcorder, they record the shape of an old man that looks similar to their deceased grandfather. The following incident took place in an older office building in which many people have reported to have seen eerie events and even inexplicable ghost sightings in the later hours of the evenings. As a lady steps into this narrow elevator, something creepy unfolds. Nobody there. There appears to be mechanical malfunction. What a ride to hell. Well, she obviously is pretty afraid at this point. The elevator seems to be falling. Next, we are gonna check out a video which was captured by a young man on a nightly trip on his motorcycle. The story goes that he was on his way home that night and that he had his GoPro mounted to his helmet for security reasons. After passing by another lane, he states that he heard some weird weeping noises, turned his head and recorded the following. The comments range from this being a strange spirit in a nightgown to it just being a reflection from somewhere or even editing. Could this be a kuntilanak? That's at least what the driver believes. Hard to say. Now let's dive into the experiences of Dustin Lee Frazier again, who works the night shift at a hotel and diner nestled in the Appalachian Mountains. Over the years, Dustin has had several unsettling encounters with what he believes to be supernatural entities. As the last person left to lock up each night, he often finds himself alone when these eerie occurrences happen. Late into his shifts, Dustin frequently hears ghostly voices seemingly trying to get his attention. To document these strange events, he has made it a habit to record on his phone whenever he senses a presence. One particularly unsettling video was captured in the storage room, and the footage has left him struggling to explain what he recorded.
Freezing in here. Okay. I don't work in housekeeping, so I don't know. Okay. What else? Oh, pillowcases. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, okay. Whoops. Wait, no, those are wrong. That's not pull towels. I'm not entirely sure. Okay.
Upon entering the storage room, Dustin immediately noticed a significant drop in temperature. Disembodied voices seemed to respond with whispers. Unfazed, he continued his task of gathering bed sheets. However, when he turned the camera toward himself, a chilling voice was captured on tape saying, "Behind you!" The tone of the voice was far from friendly, adding to the overall unsettling atmosphere of his workplace. With such eerie occurrences becoming a regular part of his job, Dustin's workplace has become one of the most mysterious and unnerving environments imaginable. What could be causing these disturbances, and how will he cope with them? The mystery remains as he continues to face these ghostly encounters. Mandy, a resident of the Appalachian Mountains, recently shared some unnerving footage that has captivated and disturbed many. Known for its legends of mysterious entities such as skinwalkers and ghosts, the Appalachian region is a hotbed of supernatural speculation. Mandy's security camera, installed on her heavily wooded property, might just provide evidence for these eerie tales. In the dead of night, the camera captured a disheveled woman approaching Mandy's doorstep in a manner that was both strange and unsettling. Her movements were eerie, and throughout the footage, disembodied voices can be heard repeatedly saying, "Let me in your house." These voices do not appear to originate from Mandy herself. When the motion-activated light illuminated the area, the woman recoiled into the surrounding darkness, visibly startled by the sudden illumination. Mandy, visibly shaken by what she saw, reports that such unsettling encounters are not entirely new to her. Despite her experiences, she remains bewildered and unsettled by these occurrences. Online commentators have speculated whether the eerie figure could be a skinwalker, a concept rooted in Navajo tradition, where these malevolent entities are believed to have the power to shapeshift into various forms, including humans and animals. Others suggest it might be a ghostly presence from the haunted woods surrounding her home. The true nature of the figure remains unknown, but Mandy's footage has certainly added fuel to the ongoing debate about the supernatural inhabitants of the Appalachian Mountains. And now let's take a look at this creepy hospital that many of you are already familiar with. On May 20th, a group of nurses embarked on a journey into a section of the hospital that sent shivers down the spines of many doctors and nurses. This forbidden area, known as the Old ER, has long been abandoned. Tragically, it witnessed the passing of numerous patients. The nurses tell tales of haunting encounters that lurk within the walls of this forsaken floor. And one fateful night, a group of nurses working the night shift decided to venture into the haunted realm of the Old ER. They saw it as a light-hearted adventure, little knowing the terror that awaited them. The following footage is their own chilling documentation.
You guys, haunted ER? We're gonna go. Haunted ER, haunted ER. I'm really good too. Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even...
Camera.
Huh?
I was just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right. We got a chance for the haunted ER.
Oh god.
Feels like...
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get a finish eating my sandwich.
It feels like we're getting on a... You nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because it's horrible.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
You see anything? That was evil. You knew what you did there.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
You said something.
What?
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 Chloe just moved herself. What?
Oh. Oh, it's a doll. Oh. Yeah, it's just a little doll. They want us training.
Oh, it's a train doll, yeah.
Put it here.
It's still weird though.
Yeah, look at her.
That's weird. Oh, that's freaky. Go, let's go. Upstairs. It's right upstairs. Yeah, that's upstairs. Sorry, I thought you were about... I felt you were about... It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera right now. Reflection.
Can they like see me? God, I feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh. God, oh.
What?
Why are you looking? Oh, the lights are on.
That's weird.
Go in. Go in.
I wanna go in. No, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like
Who
that.
cares
I
why
don't
the
like
lights are
that.
on?
Do
They
it.
look like evil eyes. You guys gonna come in with me?
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course we're
going.
gonna go in with you.
Thanks. Ooh, it feels weird. Is that you?
Yeah.
This room feels curtain moved.
No,
Yeah, it did. It moved. It moved. It moved. Yes, it did. It did. How did you not see that? Oh, okay. Ooh.
As one of the nurses ventures deeper into a room, something extremely scary unfolds. The hospital curtain, without warning, begins to sway on its own accord. The nurse, overcome with terror, flees the room in panic. But the strangeness doesn't end there. Within seconds of the curtain's movement, a cane mysteriously topples to the ground, defying any logical explanation. The haunted corridors of the hospital continue to stir with inexplicable events. As the nurses grapple with the nature of these occurrences, the true origins of these unsettling encounters remain elusive. Who knows what exactly lingers in these creepy corridors? The following recording was captured by traffic camera in Wessex, Britain, on which a pretty unusual creature was supposedly captured. It's not uncommon for the authorities to capture some wildlife every so often. Today's video, though, was a bit different. We can see a busy road, and then a weird creature appearing from the left side out of the darkness and scampering over all 4 lanes of the highway within a few seconds. What's weird about this incident is the creature's legs that are bending inwards, making many believe that we are dealing with a rather inexplicable creature here. Some say that it even looks a little bit humanoid, causing some to believe that we are dealing with another shapeshifter here. Could this be? It's really hard to say what's going on for sure, but it makes one wonder.